Hi, Dr. Grace here. Let me start out by saying, if you have Jesus, you are not alone. You are never alone. God promised that He will be with you. So with that, today I want to talk about depression. It's a depressing topic, but did you know that depression is the most commonly number one diagnosed mental illness around the world? It doesn't matter which part of the world you live, where your gender, how rich you are, how poor you are, how old you are, it doesn't really matter. It hits everyone. And it can be from feeling blue today because it's cloudy to severe depression where you just can't get out of bed. And you are seriously thinking, what's the purpose of life? Why do I even live today? Now, if you are seriously depressed, in other words, severely depressed, it's time to seek professional help. You need help if it's debilitating. So with that, what does depression feel like? Feelings of hopelessness, feeling helpless, feeling worthless. Just the lack of energy, lack of motivation to do anything. It's hard to get up out of bed. It's hard to do anything that used to be normal. We all go through different levels of depression, and many of us have overcome, but there are times when you do need help. And where does this depression come from? A good question. There is something called genetic predisposition. If you suffer from chronic depression and you cannot explain it, there's a good chance that it's genetic. There's nothing you can do to change it. It was predisposition for you, and it's a chronic condition that you struggle with. That's where you may need professional help. It could be side effect of medication you're taking. It could be your medical condition. Maybe you are in pain today. Your back is hurting, your head is hurting, some body part is hurting. Then it could easily lead to feelings of depression because it's hard. Also, it could be caused by losses, like loss of your loved one. If your spouse passed, some parent passed, when you lose a job, when you lose a relationship, breaking up with somebody can lead to depression. It could be different things that you have lost, including your pet. So different causes can lead to depression. And what does it look like in action sometimes? Now, this is sometimes different in genders. For women, it's more internalized. It's more like I can't do anything like I used to. But for men, it could be more externalized, like there's poor impulse control. There is a tendency to become addicted to stuff, to self-medicate, like alcohol. It could be some antisocial behavior. Even teenagers and children, when they have depression, they could actually be acting out. You think it's anger, but it's really depression being expressed that way. So these are the kind of consequences of depression. It's disruptive, and it's very hard to live with yourself and to live with somebody who's depressed, especially if it's severe enough. Now, I want to take you to another level. If you are the devil and you really want all the children of God to not do anything, of God's will, what would you do? Don't you think depression is a very good tool for the enemy to debilitate people from doing anything that fulfill God's purpose for them? Think about it. I really believe not only is there a physical struggle, there is the emotional struggle, but there is a spiritual struggle. I do believe depression is part spiritual warfare. It keeps you from doing things that is meant to fulfill the purposes for your life that God has for you. So if you look in Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 10, it talks about joy of the Lord is my strength. Well, that strength, the devil wants to take it away and take away that joy and give you depression. So whenever you are feeling depressed, I'm talking about at the level where you can manage, so you think. Remember, it's a spiritual warfare too. And what does the Bible tell you? To resist the devil. To resist what the devil wants you to do, which is do nothing. No energy, no motivation, no joy. Kick it in the butt and rise up. Rise up and declare for yourself, joy of the Lord is my strength. And just like the Bible also says, to rejoice. I will choose joy. And you may need help, but you start out by helping yourself to fight back. We have to fight back, or else the enemy will crush us with depression. So I want you to keep that in mind, but I will continue. Till next time.